Hello everyone, this is Jackie Williams. Thank you for joining me. In this video, I want to share with you some fun ideas using the Painterly Pears suite, which includes the Perfectly Pears bundle. This die set has quite a few dies in it that aren't pears, so there is some versatility here. We have the branch and some little flowers and this little cross-hatchy pattern, as well as some pretty useful labels. This suite also has Mossy Meadow ribbon that's got a really nice bit of gold running through it. And then we have these low-profile sparkle dots in Secret Sea, Darling Duckling, and Mossy Meadow. And then, of course, we have the beautiful papers. I really like the papers. This sheet here is designed to work with the dies. So for really quick projects, you can cut out the big pear, the small pears, the branch, and even these flowers with your dies. For this first project I want to share with you, I want to share an idea using this border paper. Now this is an idea that was shared with us at the Stampin' Up trip in Orlando. It's basically a little box with some cards inside. So I want to share with you how to make this little box. And I do have a free PDF with these measurements for you to download. So I've cut my paper to 10 by 10 inches, and then on each of the four sides, I marked my paper. I've already marked it. I've marked it at 3 1/4, 4 1/2, 5 1/2, and 6 3/4. And then I rotated the paper and I did that on all four sides. Now I will say that this probably varies from the template that was shared in Orlando, because I took a picture of the project, but I did not take a picture of the measurements. So I had to refigure it out. So it's probably somewhat different. So what I'm going to do is, using your trimmer or your scoring board, you will take that first mark, so the 3 1/4 inch mark, and we'll put that in the track or on your scoring board. And we're going to then put on the other end of the track the last mark on the adjacent side. So it's on a dark spot there, but it's right there. Okay. So basically what we're doing is scoring off that little triangle. And then I'm just going to scoot it out 1 1/4 inches to the second mark and to the second mark. Just adjust slightly and score it again. Okay, so I'll fold this up so you can see it better. I know it's kind of hard to see on a print like this. It's going to make a fold like this. There we go. It's going to make a fold like this, with the point being on the edge there. And then I'm going to rotate that 90 degrees, and I'm just going to repeat that on all four sides. Once the scoring's done, you will have some little squares in the corners. And I want you to cut away, I'll just draw this with my pen. I want you to cut away those shapes. Okay. You'll end up with something that looks like this. Now these little tabs, I just want you to cut one side just to release them from the main body. So like this. They're free like this. I think I'm going to have my flowers on the outside. So I'll put those little tabs inside, and I'll just put a bit of tape on those. And then we'll fold this up into a little shallow box. Perfect for holding some little note cards. There we go. And then that can just fold in like this. You could stick them down, but I think that I like it better to just leave it loose and then tie maybe some ribbon around that to hold it together. Or you could make a little slot and have it close like an envelope, or just glue it together. So inside of here, I've made 4 cards, and this is where I've used that border paper. I have cut it into 9 pieces 4 by 4 inches. Now this middle piece isn't very exciting, it's just white. So what I've done is I've used that middle piece, used the other side. And then this is basically a direct copy from the samples that were shared with us in Orlando. But I thought it was quite a nice design. And there's enough there to make 8 cards, and I've sized this box that it's deep enough to hold 8 cards, and you could make some little matching envelopes as well if you would like. So there are the different versions. I just made little labels for those and used that scrap from the middle and that little crosshatch die. And then this just folds up, and I'll just slide that ribbon back on. So this would make a very nice gift for someone, and it only uses 2 sheets of the designer series paper, and you still have scraps left. Now I have a few other samples I want to share with you using the Painterly Pears. So for this next sample, I used design number 20 in my Design Spark sketchbook, complete with measurements, and I went for a slimline version for this one and wanted to showcase those beautiful papers. This one I stamped the outline of the pear and then used my ink to color in the pear, and also shredded that Mossy Meadow ribbon, just pulled out the gold so it was kind of all crinkly, and just put that behind for a little bit of a sparkle. Okay, then this one is a pull-up gift voucher card. Oops. There you go. It just pops up like this. It's quite fun. And these samples are from a One Sheet Wonder template that I shared. Have a look in the video description and also in my previous videos for this One Sheet Wonder rectangles version. But this is a great way to use your 6x6 papers or your scraps from your 12x12s. And here's a nice fun fold, a simple front, but on the inside we have the interlocking accordion card. That one's quite fun. And also in the video description, I have the Painterly Pears 12 project video class. And it's 12 different designers. I'm one of the 12, and this was my project. And you get full instructions with this, cutting measurements in both imperial and metric to complete this project, along with 11 others in that big file. And then I've also made this really fun mini album using the party alphabet dies and using the flip flaps for the inside. I haven't put photos in here yet, but you get the idea if you could put photos in there with these beautiful papers. Well, all my samples don't fit on the screen, but there you go. There's quite a few. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I also appreciate any comments and if you share the video with your friends. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Jackie Williams, and I'll see you all next video. Bye-bye.